I bet it looks purple. I bet you're in California, you're going, what's falling out of the sky now? It's amazing. Just a record amount of rain. Another one of these systems parked over Southern California. They're concerned about mudslides and all sorts of Armageddon. Paul Douglas is an expert on, well, many things, but certainly the weather. But first, let me ask you the most important question, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What TV show can you not stop rewatching? It's our question of the day. What TV show can you not stop rewatching?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Of course. See,
look at
it's
you,
got the
you
word sunny right in it.
derelict. I mean,
If I need to laugh, and it's so irreverent, and I don't think you could make it today, although I know they're still cranking out. I think there's a current season, 17 years.
yeah, something like that.
But yeah, guaranteed laughter.
Yeah, it's very educational. All right, so Paul Douglas, this nightmare of moisture, precip, rain, monsoons that's going on in Southern California, when does it end?
Well, not sure about that.
All right, thanks.
I don't know. Look, we have an El Nino, a super El Nino, and these atmospheric rivers, these 1,000-mile-long plumes of concentrated water vapor, are much more likely to set up and stall during these super El Ninos. So it doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah, but this one's epic.
It looks
this
like it's just hanging over L.A. It's not even moving.
Yeah, this one seems to be meaner.
It is. It's been 10 days, and I saw one estimate of 11 trillion gallons of water falling on California in the last 10 days. The warmth in the Pacific is epic. It's more than just El Nino, and some people don't like to hear it, but it's reality. It's our new reality. All that extra warmth is going into the oceans. 92% of man-made warming is going into the oceans, and it bleeds out. It doesn't just stay in the oceans. It's like Vegas. What happens in the Pacific Ocean doesn't stay in the Pacific Ocean. It bleeds out, and it fuels these superstorms. And, yeah, just epic rainfall across California. I saw a foot of rain in Bel Air and UCLA. Wow. A foot.
Well,
so
my friend Ed Mann, who Don Rickles' son-in-law, been on the show many times. Ed Mann, I texted him last night. He said 12 inches of rain in Woodland Hills, more during the day, but we're on top of a hill. So far, so good. What happened to that song? It never rains in Southern California. It never stops raining.
Well, sometimes it pours. Yeah, it's and the thing about L.A., and if you've driven in L.A., I mean, on a sunny day, the freeways are bad enough. When it drizzles in L.A., that's a catastrophe. And I can only imagine, the mudslides, the mud flows. I saw a wind gust to 160 miles an hour in the mountains. In metro L.A. and the Bay Area, there were winds gusting 60, 70 miles an hour. And so it's kind of the equivalent of a really strong tropical storm, even a Category 1 hurricane coming ashore. Of course, it was not a hurricane. It was just, a conga line of these wild storms supercharged with moisture and warmth from the Pacific.
That's the conga line.
That's what it's doing.
There you go.
Well, it looks like it's moving. It's moving, but stuck over California. But moving into Nevada and Arizona, do we see any heavy weather happening in Vegas, even though we have a big weekend in a dome? Will that affect anything there?
That is a great question, and it's weakening as it moves inland. And I hear there is a big football game in Vegas.
That's a rumor.
Sunday.
It's just a rumor at this point.
It's just a rumor. I think Taylor Swift will be there, so I know people will be watching for that. But right now it looks dry in Vegas and probably 50s and 60s. So, yeah, Arizona, San Diego getting the worst of it this morning, but it's moving inland, and it will finally stop raining by tomorrow across much of California.
That's good.
How much more rain before California just slides into the sea?
Yeah.
I mean, if it extends 2 days instead of one.
We always thought it was going to break off, but now it's just going to slide in.
Have you looked at a new map? Like if you look at globes that are sold now or actual physical maps, it's a dotted line. Dotted line on the border.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Between the earthquakes And these super monsoons, some refer to this as an arc storm, and it happened back in the mid-1800s where most of the Central Valley was flooded. Sacramento, what is now Sacramento, was totally underwater for weeks on end, and it was a catastrophic flood. And so could that happen again today? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. I'm okay with Chicago weather. A few tornadoes, wind chill. I can live with that. But between the hurricanes and these supersized Pacific storms, count your blessings and be glad you live in an area that's reasonable weather-wise.
Now, you're going to travel in the next few days. Are you going east? Are you going west? Which direction?
I'm stupid, so I'm driving to Florida. We go to the Panhandle, the Redneck Riviera, and we love it because it's quiet. You don't have the traffic nightmares that you have in South Florida. Mm-hmm. And we found a stretch that we really love, and we rent from some friends who own a home down there, and, it's a good deal.
So you're talking like Pensacola in that area?
It's actually seaside. It's 30A, which is a 2-lane road that goes between Sandestin and near Panama City Beach. So it's between Panama City and Destin, and it's relatively quiet. Sugar sand, the Emerald Beach. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous down there.
And I'm looking at the weather for you right now. It looks great for your whole journey. I'm not sure if you know that.
The driving down weather?
Well, I'm looking at the weather on the beach.
Yeah, I'm looking at this weekend. Let's see, 70 and showers Friday, Saturday, light rain on Sunday.
Well, right now it looks good.
Chance of the end of the world on Monday. I'm sorry?
It's been wet down there because of the El Nino. It tends to keep the Gulf Coast and Florida wetter during these El Nino winters. All the big sloppy storms detouring, most of them staying south of Chicago. We get nicked every now and then, but all the heavy weather has been California, Dallas, New Orleans to Tallahassee. They've been getting whacked for month after month. But we, drier, milder than average. Going to be up near 60 here on Friday, then cool back down into the 30s next week, still warmer than average, but no real drama here.
Yeah,
right.
And we thank you for that. All right, we'll let you go, but I am getting word that the Speaker of the House said that El Nino actually came across the border illegally. So it's all part of the immigration argument.
I'll look into that.
All right. That's a great Paul Douglas. Thank you, buddy.
I'll be back
around.
Asylum, yes.
Thank
all
you.
right.
Love
See you later.
Love you. Don't be afraid to say it.
More.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
You should invite yourself down there. I'm looking at the map, and there's 4 golf courses probably within, 10 miles of each other.
It's the same. Yeah, no, Florida has to have a golf course on every corner. It's a law.
Is that
it's a law. And it's a good one.